going to take you on a brief tour of the inside of some of the homes at Oakcreek.
And we're actually starting outside because just the view of all the different homes as we walk down the sidewalk gives you an impression of how everybody has the opportunity to express themselves in their own way in homes that are fairly similar. And, Kay, this is your home, right?
Yes, I'm going to take you in through the entrance into this home. This is a D-size home, which is the largest of the 4 sizes that we have at Oakcreek.
And it's 1,190 square feet, right, Kay?
That's correct.
And I think the first thing that I notice, even though I've walked through your door 100 times, maybe 1,000 times, is the light. I mean, the light just is fabulous in our homes.
And that's because we've taken advantage of the size of the windows. We made the windows just as large as we possibly could.
And as tall and as high.
As high as we could, and still left room to arrange furniture underneath them. We've got some windows up high, which allows for a little more flexibility in furniture arrangement. And then we chose to do window shades that lower from the top and raise from the bottom, which gives us an opportunity to leave the tops open if we want and never have to close those, and let all the light we can into the house.
Cabinet colors, wall colors, floor colors all contribute to the light also. And when we have space like this, it gives an extra feeling, as well as the pitch ceilings, an extra sense of just a lot of space.
Let's explain why we put a skylight in the roof of the porch. This large home has a wraparound porch, so there's a shed roof right over the kitchen window. So putting the skylight in the roof of the porch allows for all of that light to come in and enhance the light available in the kitchen.
Right, and why are our kitchens in the front of our house? So we can see our neighbors. Spend a lot of time in my kitchen, not really cooking, but just standing at the sink washing my hands these days. And I can see people walking by. It's nice to be able to check on people, see who's out. So make sure I don't miss anything.
That's a part of the way in which we keep community happening very naturally as we come and go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk for a minute about the way we arrange the kitchen cabinets. We put soft closed doors on all of the cabinets, so it reduces the amount of noise. You might pull out that shelf. As we age, it gets harder and harder to get down on the floor to get things out of the cabinet. So we did pull-out drawers, which allows us to maximize the use of the space and easily reach whatever's in the back.
Quiet, quiet. We love quiet.
Can't slam the doors for effect anymore. The countertops in this particular home are a single surface, a knockoff of Corian, but persons, as they chose their home, if they came into the community early enough, they were able to choose the kitchen countertop, whether it could be granite or this solid surface. We kept the number of options pretty limited.
Very limited, actually.
And why did we do that, Pat?
Well, because we were doing production building, not custom building. And we stayed right on budget and right on time. If we had had too many options, our contractor would have pulled his hair out and charged us $100,000 more.
Exactly. The transition in this home from the great room, which you've just been seeing, which has both the dining room in it, and also the kitchen attached. There's this transition area in between the two. It's arranged so that you can actually use it as an extension of the living space and pull items of furniture in when you have a larger gathering and increase the size of the conversational space.
You'd be amazed how many people can socialize in this space.
We've had as many as 25
Yeah.
in that space easily.
Okay, when you're out here, you might mention also, we do have some storage. Pull down attic.
We're
Stairs.
going up to look at the pull-down stairway into the attic. And up there in the attic is the geothermal system that runs our heating and cooling. It's hanging from the rafters, which allows us to not to avoid the vibration that might occur if it were sitting on the floor in the attic, and gives us a very cost-effective way of heating and cooling. The bedrooms are on the back side of the house, what's considered the main bedroom, the private bedroom, because the back side of the house is our private area. And
This is an especially important topic. You know, the whole idea of one of the major values of co-housing is social interaction, and we absolutely recognize the importance for privacy for everyone. So if you're on your front porch, that means come join me. If we're on the back porch, I'm having private time.
so the bedroom is on the back side, the more private side of the house.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to the front bedroom in a moment, which many of us use as an office, a study, a TV room, a casual area, rather than as a bedroom, with an occasional guest staying in our homes. So some have put in a sofa bed, others have
Just stored boxes.
right, well, true.
For a while.
We did that for a while. Let's take a look in the bathroom. The bathroom is designed with an easy clean surface. This particular shower is a solid surface shower. You had a choice of solid surface or tile. And there is an adjustable shower head. You can change the height, and it has a wand, so it makes it really easy to use.
I think the main thing to notice here is the no threshold for the shower and the wide opening here, as well as the bars already installed. You know, if you live in a home that doesn't have bars and the doorways aren't wide enough to refit your house for accessibility is huge. So we already have all this.
And another feature is where the faucet or the controls are located for the shower. So you can reach around the corner, have the temperature correct before you get into the shower. It's a dual purpose, a dual function faucet as well, because you can set the temperature at what you like and never have to change it, and turn it on and off without changing the temperature.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Some people have chosen to add a cabinet to have a little more space for storage in the bathroom. The toilet seats are slow close,
Right?
so there's no slamming of the toilet seat either. And there is additional storage in the bathroom area. You don't need to open that one, Pat.
Okay.
Well, I've got such a nice shot of the doorway,
Yeah, the
of
door is
the doors
nice.
themselves. We ordered paint grade doors when we ordered the closet doors. But when they arrived, the wood grain was so nice that we just decided to finish them off and enjoy the natural wood. Again, the bedroom receives quite a bit of light from the large window that's inside. The floor in the bathroom, I failed to mention, is marmoleum, which is a very functional surface, doesn't put off any gases, and probably will last 30 years or more.
Mm-hmm.
Now the closet.
What a great idea. This closet, all the closets that have clothes rods, behind the clothes have all these shelves all the way across, and 11 more inches, and we have more storage than we actually need.
A really nice feature that we
Yes,
attach high value to.
absolutely.
We had a choice of floor coverings. If you came into the community early enough before construction was firmed up, you could choose. This house has the hardwood floor throughout the house with the exception of this one bedroom, which is carpeted. Otherwise, the floor would have been carpet or marmoleum.
And again, this goes to our real sensitivity to budget when we were building. And we have, this was one of the 6 or so different options that we had. Wonderful place for washer and dryer, stackable. Now, up in the common house, we do have a large washer and dryer. So if you have, something really big to do, you can take it, run up there and do it up there. Some people actually opted not to have washer and dryer in their homes, although all the homes are plumbed and electric for washer and dryer here. And they actually used it for extra storage. I think extra storage just, for me, just breeds more stuff.
It collects, storage demands something be put in it,
Yes.
doesn't it? We end up collecting more than we intended to. The one feature of the largest home is that it does have a second bathroom with a bathtub. And this one is an illustration of the tile surface rather than the solid surface. Small bathroom, yet it's big enough it has a wheelchair radius to turn around in. Mm-hmm. And here again, everything is already prepared for the possibility of needing to have the safety bars, which I use all the time.
Oh,
I'm delighted to have
I wouldn't be able to manage with that. Lovely second bedroom office. Great view out front to the, can peek out the side of your eye and see the neighbors going by. If you're not too distractible.
I happen to use this as my office space, so I spend an awful lot of time at the computer, and this enables me to keep very good contact with what's going on outside while I'm so and so sort of working, not always seriously.
Yep.
The guest bed in this particular house is a Murphy bed. A twin size bed comes out from the bottom of that bookcase. And it saves me from having a large horizontal surface of a bed on which I can pile things. Yeah. So that turns out to be a pretty positive feature.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Again, the amount of light is what is so delightful in all of these homes.
Beside the amount of light, another thing that we were really insistent upon was quiet. And we have we have 2 separated stud walls between homes with dead space and extra insulation, offset
Studs.
Sticks, I was going to call them. And so you don't hear your neighbor, and we don't hear our neighbor's shower or toilet flushing or anything. It's just really, 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 I love my house.
I've been in kind a couple of times to call my neighbor and make sure she was still there.
Yeah.
It's so quiet in her house.
Yeah.
From this angle, you can kind of see the relationship between the dining room and the kitchen. The great rooms are really super.
Yeah.
They function well for large or small collections of visitors. Community members are always welcome in one another's homes, but you do have all of the privacy you want. And yet, community is just outside your door. Everyone can do whatever they want with the back of their house within about 20 feet from their back door. And if you want to do something a little different in the back, all you need to do is let the architectural design team know what you have planned, and as long as it fits in with the design of the community, you have some latitude in how you handle the back of the house. This is the private area that Pat was talking about a while ago.
Mm-hmm. And even if Kay were sitting here and I walked by, even though I really, really like Kay, we would not acknowledge each other. Well, if Kay acknowledged me, I could say hi. But otherwise, this is really private place.
And the neighbor may be sitting out on their back porch. And if you want to welcome them into conversation, you can. But otherwise, this is your private space.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to make any explanation of that.
Yeah. It's really an interesting thing to get used to. It was a little tricky on my part, even just to not feel like I had to be social, but you really get into it quickly.
And the area behind our homes, we try to keep as easy maintenance as we can. So we let wildflowers grow up out here in the meadow. And in the drone video that you may have looked at yet, if you haven't, take a peek at it, because we have quite an interesting entrance into this tree row behind our homes. There's a deck back there that you can go in, take a book, sit down and read for a while in the afternoon if you wish, and trails that you can walk, keeping track of nature.
Our community is right in the middle of Stillwater, but when you come back here, you feel like this is like an island of peace, I would say.
And from our back porches, you can look up to the common house, which is that light green structure there in the middle, and you can see where the garages are, all gathered up by the common house.
Like true co-housing, it's a pedestrian community.
Okay, this ends the tour of the largest D-size home. Take a moment to look at some of the other homes if you wish.